The fourth evening of this year's Senior Survivor competition tested the focus and determination of this year's competitors.
A difficult reward challenge showed Team Metzi Baby and John Dukes Field superior spelling skills, and they were rewarded with their cell phones for the night and the ability to name Student Council's Bumblebee.
For immunity, a Nailed It challenge tested the focus of the survivors and left Team Magic Johnson, Team Speedy G, and John Dukes Field victorious. But not all three survivors could win immunity.
The three of them then ran and searched for the sword, which left John Dukes Field on top with immunity.
Today, after 2 intense challenges, we will be bidding farewell to some of our contestants.
The Highlander tribe has spoken, and I'm sorry to say that Team Speedy G and Team Caudy B are not the ultimate survivors. Please gather your things and leave. Stay tuned tomorrow for today's amazing events.
Thanks for watching.
I got my crying over with. It's okay, guys. I already stopped for an hour.
Well, unfortunately, it's my last day here for Senior Survivor. I feel like ever since I started doing Senior Survivor, I've gotten so close with everybody. I've been a fan of Senior Survivor since my freshman year, and I'm so honored. I just want to say thank you to my mom, for sure, for making a bunch of empanadas. Oh, I think she spent at least a good 6 hours in the kitchen making those empanadas, and it's unreal to me. I gotten close to everyone, but the one person I gotten super close with was Nicole. Also, I added a new accessory to my flag. I decided to put my orange Bass Pro hat on here, and I decided to write my signature there so they'll always remember, Team Speedy G.
I'm just so happy with how far I've come. I'm just thankful that I got to this day. This has seriously been the best week of my life. I'm just sad that I don't get one more night with all of these amazing people, because I've seriously just had so much fun every night. And I would like to give a big shout out to my family, especially my mom, because they have helped me out so much, and my bucket holder, Kaylee Kepler. I appreciate you so much. And lastly, my junior survivor, Graham Chaplin, and his family. They've done so much for me, and I appreciate them so much.
I'm freezing!
Am I good?
Go to frizzy!
Oh!
It's too hard.
Yay!
Oh, we got one more.
Do it.
Body.
Let's win, ladies! Set, go!
Oh no!
Zach Metz blaming his loss on Alyssa. You want to talk about me and Sophie?
Really fun.
You want to talk about me and Sophie right now? You want to slip and slide? Yeah, ready? Oh, it's so cold. Oh, it's so cold.
I go for the second time. I'm directly behind Taylor, and I think Taylor kicks him soap into my. Oh God!
Blame it on me.
I think Taylor kicks his.
Get up. No,
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
My dad's gonna be very disappointed in me.
It's NFL draft night, baby.
Guys, I tie my
8-12,
The Jaguars have picked.
Hey,
Let me
Who did the
pick.
Jaguars pick?
who's Reshawn? Who's
Ready?
Reshawn?
Ready? Hold on. Let me. Can I do a Roger Goodell impression?
Reshawn. Dwayne Wade. Reshawn.
Sean Gary?
I don't know, he's cute.
Melissa, stand there. I need you to get a podium. With the first pick in the
Wait, hold on.
2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback from Clemson.
You suck, Roger Goodell!
And now I'm fake handing you a jersey,
hate
and then we're gonna pose like this. There. There.
You didn't.
Winner!
Take a bucket off.
Fungi. This is. I'm the only one out here, but we're gonna win this. We're gonna take a #1 victory royale, as some might say. Hey, while I have you guys here, do you have Flappy Bird on your phone? Because if you do, don't.
Now might be a good time to tell you we already lost.
Says who?
The judges.
But we're winning.
Will you go wash my car?
How did they say that we lost? They were the one who tipped our bucket over first.
Because they did rock, paper, scissors. Also, they also randomly had another bucket. Like, we took their bucket, and then they found another bucket. I think it was the ESP, Jackson.
Ah, water!
I am like so honored to be able to raise money for such a cool like charity. Just to build a playground in our community is going to be so amazing. To be able to come back to it one day and be like, I did this. I want to thank my junior survivor and my middle school survivor. You guys helped me out a ton. All my friends who helped me bake, and my parents who worked around their work schedules to come up and support me. I'm gonna go before I get emotional.
Today's kind of bittersweet. It's our last night with everyone. Getting all emotional. Because we're all gonna go to college and just go our separate ways, but these people are gonna be forever, you know?
Can we have you guys quiet down just a little bit? These are sensitive moments, guys. I don't want.
I'm crying! I'm so soapy right now. We just rolled around in slip and slides and then dumped water on each other. That was kind of cool. If this is my final confessional, then I need to thank some people. I want to thank mostly my mom and my whole family. You know, everybody just kind of came together to support me. My biggest sponsor, Mr. Donnelly, State Farm, you know, gave me a bunch of money, really helpful. But, like, it's more than just giving me the money, because, like, this charity and what we're doing with this money is, like, really important. It'll, like, allow for kids who have been secluded, like, in homes during quarantine over the past year to interact, no matter what their ability is. And that's the whole point of the inclusive park, is that.
I'm just so incredibly grateful to have made it so far. I just want to thank my mom, my dad, my whole entire family. I also want to say thank you to my junior survivor and my middle school survivor. You guys helped me out so much. I think this was a very great week, and I'm so glad that we were able to do senior survivor this year, because with COVID and everything like that, I really didn't think we were going to be able to do this.
Thank you to this Summersville family and the Orca Livingston for the generous donation. And thank you, Mom, for helping me out every day, and all my friends and everyone. Thank you, guys.
This is probably the best week of my entire high school career, and I know a lot of the survivors feel the same way. I want to say thank you to all of the people who donated for me, my sponsors, my mom and my dad especially. They were always helping me at lunches and stuff. Ellen, Cove, and Olivia LeBrecq were my bucket people, so thank you.
I first want to thank my family. They're the reason that I'm here today. I did not know how far I was going to get. I did not think that I would be going into Friday, and they are the main reason that I am here today. They came and stood in the rain with me today. They've been here every day. My dad especially has gone above and beyond. I left $20.21 to play tomorrow because I think that this year has really taught all of us more about ourselves and the time that we have together, and then that you really don't know how much it is because we stand every day in the commons with our arms around each other and you don't know who is going to leave, and it's really emotional because it's relieving for you, but then you have to watch someone else pack up their stuff and go home. The playground is something that will be around for so many years, and we'll get to see how it affects the community and all the different ways that all of us are going to benefit from having this playground in the community.
This has just been such an awesome experience. It's something I've wanted to be a part of since I was a little kid, and I'm so glad that I got to be a part of it. I mean, I just got to thank all the other survivors for doing it with me and raising so much money for the playground, which is going to be awesome. Shout out to the film crew because they're the most underrated part of everything because they're up later than we are. Big shout out to my mom, my dad, both my grandmas, and Suzanne Parsons because they baked a ton of stuff for me to sell at lunches. Shout out to my mom again for going and getting Chick-fil-A that everyone liked. Big shout out to Ted Parsons for helping me get sponsors, and then Jim Bunn, Dominic Comer with Keller Williams and Tribe Title. They're on the shirt so you can see them. And Jerry Reed with Members First Mortgage. I gotta thank everyone else who sponsored me and donated to me for making this just the highlight of my high school career and high school life and what I've got so far. So just thank you to everyone.
I picked her because she's literally one of my favorite people ever to exist, and I know how hard she worked for this.
First off, I'm gonna go with Zach Metz, Team Metzy baby. Me and Zach have known each other for like 10 years now, more than 10 years. You know, we grew up together, being ball boys for football, and who else to vote for but him.
I picked Taylor with Team T-Pain. I just think she's raised a lot of money. We've become really close, and I just think she deserves it a lot.
I am voting for Olivia, who was Olive Garden. I think we were both kind of in the same boat today where we didn't know if we were going to make it through, and I think that just the way that we look at the competition and what we're doing it for, we see it the same, so I'll give Olivia my vote for that.
These are the teams that I'm picking. I just think that these two girls really deserve it, and I think us girls have worked together a lot this week, and I just really want to see them succeed, and I think that they deserve to win this, so.
I chose Team Olive Garden because she's been really nice and helpful towards me, and she's been a good friend.
exhausting week. So I haven't slept in a long time. So there was this morning I left at 5:45 in the morning.
I haven't slept in 86 years.
Briget hasn't slept in 86 years.
I haven't slept in 86 years.
So I left at 5:45 in the morning, this building. I heard somebody moving a table in the Commons, and it really just scared me. I was like, oh no. And then I went home, I took a shower, I ate a piece of peanut butter toast, and I came right back.
Meredith, how do you operate?
How do I operate?
On fumes.
On fumes. If any of you know me, you know that I do this to myself. I don't know why I do this to myself. But anyways, I am honestly very, very grateful for Howell High School to give someone like me who has these really weird and unique talents and interests a platform to showcase them to everyone, especially in a way that helps people. I love Senior Survivor because it's like about a charity. Like I wrote my college essay about doing Senior Survivor last year because that's how much of an impact this experience has on me. And this year we just had the best thing because the survivors really took us in.
Senior Survivor in past years has always inspired me. I've always seen the past videos and I've always been into video making and all that and compiling video. And seeing all the survivors, they were all celebrities, and it looked like they were having the time of their lives. And this really is how they show it. It's really fun, even if we're, editing for hours on end. It's still like I still don't want to go because then it's going to be over, and that the feeling of all this is just, I don't know. It's kind of indescribable. Compared to just everyday life, this is definitely something to remember.
Volunteering has always been such a huge part of my life, and I know that there's a lot of kids out there that wouldn't necessarily willingly put forth their time and effort and sleep just to put out a video. But for us, it's something absolutely huge, and it kind of puts everything on display for us. And I'm sure I can speak for everybody else here when I say that I really appreciate that this is a place where I can combine both of those things, my love for volunteering and then also my skill for editing. Also, it was a really amazing experience to get so close to the survivors who, Meredith is right, they really did treat us like one of their own.
One of their own, yeah.
I mean, some kids that I had previous friendships with and I didn't necessarily get to explore that with. So Liv, Morgan, Gage is a huge one, even though he was only here one day. Kind of sad that I don't get to come back again for it next year.
I started being a part of this film crew because Matt said, hey Meredith, find an assistant. And then I said, hey, I want to go to film school. And Meredith says, great, you're going to come be at school till 5 a.m. And I said, okay. Speaking of time, it's currently 1:37 right now. So we're doing AM. Which, by the way, this is a good time for us. So
it is.
We're making great timing right now.
The other day we were happy we made it out at 2:30.
We're oh my god, we get all this extra sleep of 4 hours.
No we can play the clip right here. Let it be known, it is 2:36 a.m. and we are done with the video. This is a new record for us. Yesterday it took till 5:30 a.m.
Yay! What a good clip. Yeah, but if it wasn't clear enough, these 3 amazing people around me are all seniors, and I'm a junior this year. So I have awesome mentors that are just kind of teaching me how to do this for next year. I gotta say, doing this week has made me appreciate what the work that goes into Senior Survivor actually is. And Noah said something earlier, survivors are like celebrities. It's always felt like that for me since 7th grade. And then doing this week makes them seem more human. I think that seeing all these seniors around me, from this film crew obviously more than anything, and the survivors, they are leaving with such a good example, for our class to follow.
There are 2 people that were not able to join us, and we are so grateful for them. The other 2 members of our film crew who are sadly quarantined this whole week. We have Brian Roberts, who edited for us the whole week. He did all the editing for our eliminations. Brian, you don't know how much time
that saved us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian. And then we have Patrick Kraft, who did social media the entire week. We did so many little live streams and everything. And I said, hey, Patrick, log into the HHS Films account and just post some stuff for me because I'm not gonna have the time this week. And he said, okay. He was so willing and eager to do it. In the wise words of my good friend Danny Mora, Team Marauder, don't delete Flappy Bird off your iPhone. You can't get it back.